ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alaskan Blue Jay, and welcome to a very special vlog from my hotel room here in Anaheim, California. And I'm posting this video for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because I'm finally allowed to, because the stuff that I'm going to talk about in this video, I haven't actually been allowed to talk about, even though I've desperately wanted to. I've wanted to tell you guys about this stuff for so long, but for legal reasons that I'll get into in a sec, I actually couldn't until just today. And the other main reason is I kind of wanted to wait until I felt like I could really be me in front of the camera, which has taken some doing, as I'm sure any of you there who have your own channels know. It's really, really hard to be yourself in front of an audience, to just kick back and speak honestly and speak from the heart, if you will. That sounds sappy as hell. I wanted to be able to do it justice when the time came, and I feel like the time has come. So I guess I'll start by introducing myself fully, finally. Hi, my name's Jay. I've been doing YouTube for about 1.5 years now, and I am here because 4 years ago, around this time, I was dead at the 2013 University of Alaska Fairbanks Jazz Festival. I suffered from a sudden cardiac arrest, which it's sort of the same as a heart attack. The heart attack's slightly different, but for all intents and purposes, I had a heart attack. Healthy 15-year-old kid, no previous records of any cardiac conditions or anything. I just dropped dead onto the floor. And because there were some bystanders nearby who knew CPR, and the university fire department was able to get there just super fast. I think it only took them like 5 minutes. Thanks to the people who were doing CPR on me, and thanks to the people who on that EMT team who were able to shock me with the paddles and get me back, I spent 5 days in a coma in Providence Children's Care Hospital in Anchorage, Alaska, and another 1.5 weeks awake in the sort of normal ward of the hospital, and then checked out 2 weeks after I had essentially spontaneously died. I walked out of the hospital completely fine, with a clean bill of health, with one exception. I have a defibrillator implanted in the side of my chest. And that's because the doctors still don't know what happened to me. Basically, all they could tell me is that my heart just stopped for no reason, and they have no idea why. So the defibrillator is in there kind of as an insurance policy, so that if it ever happens again, I just have something here that can just immediately shock me right back awake, and the EMTs don't even have to come down. The reason I'm talking about this mostly is because it kind of gives context to sort of my whole outlook on life, and really it's a core part of who I am, understandably. When you come that close to death, it has kind of a tendency to make you reevaluate your view on life and just sort of give you a real wake-up call. During my time in the hospital, I need to back up even a little bit more. Before my heart attack thing, or whatever you want to call it, before that happened, I was not a very nice person. I was selfish and extremely introverted and hated people, like a lot of 14, 15-year-old kids out there, but still, I'm not really proud of who I was. And the thing is that as scary as it was to go through being dead, basically, nowadays I'm really thankful that it happened, because it completely changed the way I see the world. I got more support through get well soon cards and posts on Facebook, and just all my friends from everywhere that I've lived through my life, just being there and supporting me and saying how much they miss me and how it wasn't the same with me not there, which, you know, I saw myself as being at the bottom of the social food chain. I thought nobody cared about me and I really hated people in return. So I had a pretty bleak outlook on life. And then on top of that, there were just complete strangers wandering around that hospital. There was this really nice lady with a harp who came in and played for me. There were, like, I think 3 different people with various dogs who came in who, you know, they would jump up on my hospital bed and I could pet. And one of my favorite cartoonists, Chad Carpenter, he makes the very, very Alaskan tundra comic strip, came to visit me in the hospital. That was pretty cool too. The point that I'm getting at with all this is it really made me see how much good there is in the world. That sounds super cliche, but I really mean it. It felt like something out of a dream. Just like this constant feeling of, you know, even though it was super scary and I was in the hospital, I just had this feeling like everything was going to be okay and the world is great and people are great, and, you know, it was the first time I really felt that way. So then after I recovered and got back, I kind of started looking for that feeling again, because to be surrounded by that many good people who wanted to do so much good for me that I didn't feel like I deserved at all, I really wanted to be able to give back on that, and I wanted to find a way that I could just make random people feel like they were cared about and that they were loved, even if they didn't feel like they had anybody in close proximity to them that could make them feel that way. And I spent a long time trying to find that feeling again. And that's when I sort of discovered YouTube as far as the Let's Play gaming genre there. I discovered PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, primarily among them. Mark, to me, is a absolutely stellar role model. He's so famous and he's got so much influence, and yet he never ever lets it go to his head. He just devotes all of his time to making his videos just because he loves doing it, and when he can, he pours that energy into helping people, the charity live streams that he does, and all the money that he raises and donates for people who need it. It's amazing, and it blows my mind to see the stuff that he has done. Just having started out as one guy with a camera, that was really the first time that I had felt that feeling, that potential for good type feeling that I felt in the hospital again. And by coincidence, roughly about that same time, actually even a bit before, I discovered my cardiologist, one of my cardiologists who helped get me set up with this defibrillator, told me that I qualified for a wish with the MakeAWish Foundation. So my wish was to come here to VidCon and meet Markiplier and get to talk to him and get to thank him for being an inspiration for me, and maybe even if he was willing, to ask him if I could get a shout out or do something together with him, a collaboration, something that could help get me kickstarted so that I could live up to his example. And unbelievably, that's exactly what it looks like is going to happen. I met Markiplier yesterday, and apparently he's going to have me call in to his charity live stream on Sunday, 2 days from when I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm going to be posting it, but apparently at some point Sunday the 25th, I'm going to call in and talk to Markiplier live. This goes beyond my wildest hopes for how this wish was going to turn out. I would have been completely satisfied just to get to meet him, but this opportunity that he's giving me, and the opportunity that MakeAWish gave me by by connecting me with him so that I could have that chance to meet him and talk to him. That's the kind of thing that it's once in a lifetime, and I'm never going to be able to pay them back for that. But yeah, long story short, that's why I do what I do on YouTube. The real reason. It's not just because I love playing video games or just because I love making videos, which I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely do love both of those things. But the real reason that I'm in it is for you guys. Because my channel would be nothing without an audience. You guys are the ones who really make me who I am and push me to be the best that I can be every day. And I thank all of you for that. If it wasn't for the support that I've gotten from you guys, even as small as my channel is still right now as I'm making this, I probably would have quit a long time ago. I couldn't do this without you. So yeah, I think that about does it. Like I say, as far as who I am and why I do this. And again, whether you've been a subscriber forever or whether you're completely new, I'm thrilled to have you all here. And I could not be more excited to see where this journey takes us in the next couple months, couple years, however long it turns out to be. I cannot wait to see where it goes, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. So thank you everybody for watching. Feel free to chat with me in the comments. If you've got any questions about anything I just said, please do feel free to ask. I would love to talk to you about any of this, because again, I've been wanting to talk about this stuff for a very long time. And I will see you all next time. Catch you later.